All things must come to an end, and so soon this battle and my life will both meet an ending. It's just as well I've been known as the best samurai swordsman in Japan for many years, using my dual katana fighting style. Using two swords is almost like cheating, almost. But I don't mind cheating. Better to stab a man in his back than in his face. He will have less chance to defend himself. I cheated on women. I cheated when I gambled. I cheated in school. I cheated all my life. But such things matter very little when your life is about to end. The battle is already over. The shogun is dead. I am now a ronin, a samurai without a master, and I must live in shame for all of my life. But that will not be very long. The shogun was young and reckless, a fool. And I am twice the fool for lending both of my sword hands and both of my sharp katana swords to his foolish quest. Blood and bloody ashes. With my dying breath I will curse his name, and I wish only that I could be alive long enough to piss, spit, and shit on his grave. I am an old man now. I lived much longer than I deserved. I had my fun, killing, whoring, gambling, eating and drinking, and smoking opium. War is a young man's blood sport, no place for a foolish old ronin like me. Damn, the shuriken, a ninja throwing star, went flying close to my face. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. It rains, and it's pouring down an illegal amount of water. Rain. I always hated the bloody rain. Only thing worse is the snow. My reflexes are slower than they used to be. This young boy almost takes my head off with his sword. Almost. But my old wrinkly hands still count for something. In the very last second before my untimely demise, or is it timely? I am fucking old after all. I blocked his sword swing and returned the favor with my own. I take his head clean off his shoulders with one swift, lethal swing from my very sharp katana blade. He is still standing there like a headless chicken for a full second before he falls over. The sight makes me laugh, but my laughter betrays me. Fuck, I am an old, masterless samurai, and a fool one at that. My old ears betray me. Should have heard this ninja trying to sneak up on me a long time ago. In my younger days, I would have. And I would have turned him into mincemeat without hesitation some time ago. But now he is almost upon me. I can hear his bare feet splashing around in the wet mud. In this swampland battlefield filled to the brim with corpses, it will surely be a feast for crows and other animals that like the taste of humans' rotten corpses. I turn around almost too late. My old age makes me much slower than I used to be. He goes for the head and I block his sword in the very last moment. He takes my right ear off. It was full of hair and not much use anyways. Still losing it hurt like hell. With my left sword, I made him lose both his balls. It hurt even more, I would assume. His loud screaming indicates that it indeed did hurt a lot. Good. I always hated ninjas. They have no honor, and that is coming from me, a samurai with no honor. He screams like he is possessed by the devil. I ended his suffering by cutting his body into two halves. Both of my swords swinging at his torso at the same time. His blood and guts spilled out and turns the rainwater and mud red. Red, I see in a lot of that color in my life, and it is all I will see for the rest of it. This brief period of time. But I must fight on. We lost the battle, but I must protect the nearby village for as long as I can. These filthy animals will loot it, burn it, and rape the women, possibly the children too. Many farmers will be murdered, babies growing up as orphans or slaves. I must fight if I can, get as many of them time, a chance to get away. Don't you know that you lost, old man? A large fat man speaks. He appears to be the leader of a small bridge of bandits, 5 of them. in total, including the leader. 5 against 1, I don't like those odds. Not even when I was young. 5 men against 1 lonely old man. My master, the shogun, has fallen, but I still stand. I stand between you animals and the village nearby. It is full of innocent women and children. I will not let you dirty animals hurt and rape them. Woman, children, since when does a samurai care about such things? 2 of the men laugh. One has only 1 eye and a pierced nose. The other has a long ponytail. I always hated piercings and shaved all the hair on my head. Having a long ponytail is a big disadvantage on the battlefield. It gives your opponent something to grab and hold on to. I can still take both of these clowns, even in my old age. None of them are trained warriors. Bandits usually are not. But I will leave for only a short moment before death. Got to make every last second count. Every second is a chance for another villager to get away and escape safely from harm's way. Perhaps he has family living in that village, a daughter perhaps, or hell, this old geezer looks old enough to be a grandfather. Fuck, the bandit leader is the only sharp tool in this box. He is on to me. I can't let him find my daughter or her newborn baby. No, we samurai don't keep families. We only love our sword and our shogun. You lie, I can see it in your face. After we burn and loot the village, I will bring your family here to this very place in the swamp land and rape and kill them in front of you, unless you would surrender peacefully and work for me. I know he would never fall for such a simple trick, but it bought time. I can only hope it was enough time for my daughter and her baby. Men, attack the old man, the bandit leader roars out his command, and his bandits obey his command like a pack of trained attack dogs. My left sword goes in the left eye of the one-eyed bandit. It pierces his brain and kills him in an instant. The right sword goes straight into the man with the ponytail's chest. It turns red with his blood, and his guts comes pouring out. A young boy attacks me. I block his sword with my left blade, then I swing it again at his throat to end his young life. I don't even flinch. I killed the young boys before. Some younger than him, and girls too. Anyone coming at me the wrong way with a weapon raised in his hand is fair game. Such are the hard rules of the battlefield. A big-nosed man comes at me with nunchucks in his hands. He attacks me with them. I struggle to get the right sword out of the body of the ponytailed man that I killed with it, so I just leave it inside him. Smart move, the nunchucks go for my right hand, but I drop the sword, and the left sword, I cut the man's ugly big nose right off his stupid fucking face. He screams, and I end his screaming with the shuriken right between his eyes. A perfect throw, but it was my last one, and the bandit leader and one dark-skinned man still stands. I go to retrieve my lost sword from the corpse of the man with the ponytail, but is welcomed by a spear poking out of the man's chest. The dark-skinned man put it right through his comrade's back and into my upper right arm. It hurt like hell. Perhaps the dark-skinned man used to work in a rice field, burning his hard-working skin in the harsh sunlight all day. It matters not. Skin color or previous job occupation is of no concern in a blood sport of war. Only life and death matters, and I wish to be alive for only a few more moments, so my family can escape and live a long and happy life, if there ever was such a thing as a happy life. At least their lives could potentially be better than mine. I think to myself and cut off both his arms with a single sword swipe. The blood spurts out of his cut-off stumps that were formerly known as arms. I feel the hot rush of blood spurting onto and pouring down my face. A moment of joy. One of few I have left in my old days. The next moment, sure, is not one of joy though. A harsh strike from the bandit leader, clubbed to the back of my skull, knocks me onto the ground. It almost, but not quite, made me unconscious. I felt a sharp pain as the bandit leader stands with both his fat legs firmly placed on my arms, making it impossible for me to get up. I can only hope my last efforts were enough. One old man dies so a village of young people may live and have a better life than me. When you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Hey guys, thank you for listening to today's Creepypasta, and I hope you enjoyed. I do have a podcast called The Murder House Radio Show. Check it out. The link will be in the description below. It is a true crime podcast. But if you did like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Hit the bell notification when you subscribe and select all to get all notifications whenever I upload. I upload 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, at least one video a day. Now, all the long episodes and full series of creepypastas are on all major podcasting platforms under the name Deadly_Zone_Narrations. There will also be a link for it in the description. Also, go follow all the social media accounts. They are in the description below. I do have a subreddit called Deadly Narrations. The link will be in the description. Also, in the description below are the sources to the creepypasta and the music used, so go check those out. Let me know what creepypasta you'd like to hear next, or if you have your own creepypasta you'd like me to narrate. Or if you have a creepypasta series you would like to hear, send them to me on any of the social medias in the DMs, or to my email address, which is also in the description, or leave them in the comments below. Also in the description below is the author's social medias, if they have any listed. But that's it for today's creepypasta. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time in the Deadly Zone, stay deadly and stay spooky.